Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video we are going to be talking about the Anupama series, guys, and we'll be talking about an upcoming episode that is about to go down in the Anupama series, and it's quite an interesting episode coming. So guys, please don't get anywhere. Watch the video to the very end to find out what is about to go down between Anupama and Yashdeep in this episode. But before I continue to the video, guys, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Shruti asks Anuj if they shall leave. Then Anuj asks Anupama if she is staying back or coming with them. Anupama says, here people are there and I have work, so I will stay back. Anuj then says sure and turns to go with Shruti. He looks back at Anupama and sees her smiling and goes, while Dimpy and Caviar comes to the room. Dimpy says they are not getting sleep even now. They like the stuff sent by Titu for the Shagun. While Dimpy tells that Titu has brought this for her, saying if he had a family then they would have given me such stuff. Caviar likes the necklace, sari and clothes, and then Dimpy says why he bought so much expensive necklace. Caviar asks if he will not spend money on you, then on whom will he spend? While Paki comes there and says it is all temporary. She says Adik used to give me so many gifts before marriage, but changed later. She asks him to see Toshu and Papa. Caviar then says Sama was not like them and tells that he had never left Dimpy when she used to do mistakes and had always loved her. She says your mommy had said that you assume the word negative, like you have the negative side. So she asks her to be positive and become self-healing. She asks her not to become like her papa, while she closes the door and comes back to Dimpy. Paki then becomes upset. Toshu is upset that Anupama offered her waiter's job and tells Kinjal that she wants him to do servant's work and asks who does this. Then Kinjal says Ma. She says mommy used to do all the work. She tells that mommy is giving you a chance and if there is any mistake then she will handle. In another scene, Adia asks about the inauguration of the restaurant while Shruti says it was good. Then Adia says now Anupama will be busy in the restaurant. Anuj takes out the medicines and gives to Shruti, while Shruti says so many. Anuj then says I thought that I have brought the medicine organizer. Adia brings it and then Anuj thinks of Yashdeep's feelings and smashes the medicines. In another scene, Vanraj shouts and asks how dare he after talking to Toshu. He tells Ba and Babuji that Anupama offered waiter's job to Toshu. Then Paki says how dare she. Ba says she has fallen down in my sight, while Varad says she did this to humiliate me. Babuji then says Toshu can't get even watchman's work and tells that it is good that Anupama offered him the job. Vara then says she has crossed the limit. They all argue, while Vara says if she didn't feel strange and didn't think about his self-respect and confidence. Then Caviar and Dimpy takes Anupama's side, while Paki takes Toshu's side. Vara says if Toshu does waiter's job then people will laugh at us. Babuji says my daughter has done all these works. Then Vara says but my son will not do this. Back to Anuj scene, Anuj is upset and restless. He comes to his room and thinks of Yashdeep's proposal. He thinks if Anu will agree. Then Biji asks Yashdeep to go and propose to her. Yashdeep goes to the kitchen behind Anupama and says I want to talk to you. Anupama asks him to say. Then he says actually. But then Anuj calls Anupama but she doesn't see the call. He thinks why is he affecting? But Anupama continues and asks Yashdeep not to say things and asks him to say what is in his heart. He says I like you and says I started liking you seeing your honesty, truthfulness, strength, positive attitude, act, confident have also won my heart. He says when Simran betrayed me then I had decided that I will never fall in love. But you forced me to love you. He says I have fallen in love with you and says I thought never to express my love, but today I did it too. He shows the rings to Anupama, then Anuj looks shocked, holding his breath in his room. Biji also looks on, waiting for Anupama to accept. But Yashdeep says, if you felt bad, then I am sorry. Anu thinks, what will be Anupama's reaction? Yashdeep then says, I fell in love with you, though I know that you have no place for love in your heart. But he says, I stopped my heart a lot and asked it to handle, but my heart couldn't stop me from expressing my love to you. He says he didn't want to betray his friend, and that's why he told her about his feelings. It will be cheat with friend and love. Anuj continues to call and becomes upset, while Yashdeep continues and says, we'll be friends always. And Anupama says, I want just this relationship, sir. Friendship. Yashdeep smiles. Then she says, I am sorry, sir. Love is the toy of glass. It might be very beautiful, but it breaks and hurts, and it can't be repaired. She says friendship is like a sand which will always be connected. She thanks him and then apologizes, saying she can be only his friend and nothing else. Yashdeep says, if I haven't expressed my feelings, then I would have felt suffocated. He says it is a promise that he will not let their precious friendship break. While Anupama says sorry and goes out of the kitchen. Yashdeep holds the ring and gets teary eyes. He keeps the ring back in his pocket, while Biji signs him. Anupama sees Anuj missed calls and calls him back, asking if Adia and Shruti are fine. Anu then says yes, everything is fine. Then Anupama says, you scared me. You gave me so many missed calls. Then Anu says the phone was in my pocket, so it might be auto-dialed, and I am sorry that so many calls went. Then Anupama says Vikram is calling her and ends the call, while Anuj looks on, and then his song starts playing. Wow! That was quite an interesting episode. Yashdeep proposing to Anupama, although Anupama rejected the proposal. And then Anuj always disturbing Anupama, trying to find out what is going to be her answer. Guys, please drop what you think about this situationship between Yashdeep, Anupama, and also Anuj always being in the picture. Guys, do you think Anuj and Anupama will actually be getting back together? Please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget, guys, that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.